Time having our barbecue, Simeon?
Your barbecue?
Yeah.
I think I've had some of your turkey, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The first time with the beef rib, for sure.
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was good. Nice and tender.
Excellent. So those are, they call them short ribs, even though they're not short at all, but they come from near the belly of the cow.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of good marbling, a lot of fat in there, and we smoke them for 8 hours outside.
Wow.
So 8 hours, and we just put salt and pepper to give it that bark, and the smoke gets that crazy flavor that you got to experience. I hope you liked it, though.
Yes, I loved it.
Did you eat the whole thing by yourself?
I ate probably like half.
All right, good, man. Brisket's the star of the show around here. We smoke ours for 12 hours. And if you guys want, I'll take you down to the pits and show you what we're cooking.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a little walk around the store?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's go check it out. So each guy, when they're out here, is running 2 pits at a time. Today, Robert's the hero that's doing it all out here. This is Simeon. He's reviewing our food today, checking it out. He had a beef rib, so it was pretty decent. And I'm gonna show him what you're cooking. Which one would be better for me to open up?
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you a few different things, all right? This is the fire box. So this is all live fire cooking, and this is where we control the heat for the whole chamber. So we use a native hardwood. This is called post oak. They used to make fence posts out of it. That's why they call it that. But we have a guy that cuts it, splits it, and then dries it for us. It has to dry for about 6 months after they cut it down.
Oh, wow.
It gets all that moisture, all that oil out of the wood, and it's much more combustible when we throw it into our fires. So this has been dried for at least 6 months, and we have a guy that cuts it all down for us and brings it to us every week. The firebox is going to be how we control the temperature. And then this is the cooking chamber. So these were old propane tanks. They're 1,000 gallons, and they each were remade into smokers for us. And then we have a smokestack that's going to draw the smoke through the chamber and then out. So we're using indirect heat. That's where the heat source is. This is the cooking chamber. And then you get a good draw through that smokestack right over here. And then I'm going to open it up. Robert's cooking at about 300 degrees right now, okay? So these briskets are looking really, really good. I'm gonna open up and show you how we're looking today. So we have 30 on here, 30 briskets, and these are gonna be for tomorrow. And boy, they look good. Just salt, pepper, and smoke. We have the more fatty end towards the fire, and Robert's already done a couple different rotations on here. You can see he foiled the lean ends, and in about another hour, he's gonna wrap all of these in butcher paper. So his job is in the afternoon is to wrap them all up like little Christmas gifts, and then they're gonna finish in that butcher paper, and we actually hold them in that paper till tomorrow. So they get, basically it reabsorbs all the fat that's leaked out, makes it nice and just tender when we get it on the block. So it's a several day process. We actually trimmed those briskets yesterday. Robert's going to smoke them today, and then we're going to serve those tomorrow. So we're always operating several days out. And then we take all of the trim, we shape them to make them kind of aerodynamic. We want them all to be about the same size and shape. All that extra stuff is what we make the sausage with. We make all of our sausage here in-house. Cool.
How many briskets would you say you make a day?
In a day, on a busy day like this coming Saturday, we'll do 300.
Wow.
So we will sell about 90 here in Lockhart, and then we have another store in Austin. We're going to send 210 of them on Saturday. So the weekends are always busy, man. And these guys work in shifts. So Robert's the hero that's working this morning. In about another hour, his replacement will come in. He'll finish those briskets. And then we have guys that work overnight. They get here at 10 p.m. and work till 8 a.m. all night long, cooking all the ribs and turkey for us. So it's a team. We're a team of us, probably about 15 guys on the team, and we work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to make all this barbecue. We average about 3,000 pounds of meat every single day.
Wow.
So if you're ever hungry, man, you know, anytime at night, you come and see us, all right? Well, you're in the barbecue capital of Texas, and so we take a lot of pride in it here. We have guests from all over the world. Earlier this week, we had a family from Australia. They took their family vacation just to come here to little old Lockhart and eat our barbecue. So we take a lot of pride in it. The owners are from this area as well, and they opened the first barbecue restaurant in Texas in 1932. They were the first family to cook brisket the way we do, and so we don't do a lot different than they did back in the 30s. It's just man, meat, and fire. A lot of long hours out here, a lot of sweat, but hopefully you can taste the difference.
Yes.
So this is our schedule. I'll show you this too. Every day we kind of schedule out what the guys are going to be cooking. So today, not too much for them. On a busy weekend, we'll have all of these pits fired up. but we schedule out what they're cooking. And then Robert makes notes here. So those are the briskets he's cooking. He tells what temperature, when he wraps, when he rotates. And that way, whenever he has his replacement come in, we can communicate. In a busy restaurant like this, communication is key. We have to be able to communicate what time those briskets went on, what time they should be finishing. And it's important to always pass that type of information along. Yeah. Especially because there's a lot of us that work here. So we always have to communicate. It's the most important part about our job is communication. I'll tell you what, let's go take a look around I'm gonna show you our back pit house too, okay? So this is all the wood that we use. They come in once a week and we'll replace all of these cages for us. But we have a guy named Chief Firewood and he's the one that cuts it, dries it, and brings it to us. And we go through all these cages in 1 week. Wow. So we burn a lot of wood. I'll show you real quick the back pit house. So we have 4 more. So we have 4 more smokers back here. So on a busy day, we got all 10 of these guys fired up and I have 5 guys out here cooking in the AM, 5 in the PM, and then 5 overnight. So about 15 guys working around the clock to make all the meat that we smoke. Wow. But if you come by on Friday or Saturday, we'll have all of these things lit up.
What's your favorite thing that you cook here?
My favorite thing is brisket. I have a dog named Brisket. I love brisket. It's my favorite thing in the world, man. I grew up in Central Texas. I'm from Austin, but my grandfather lived down here in Lockhart. So I grew up coming down here all the time, eating good barbecue, and brisket's always been my favorite. Yeah. Number 2, though, would be the smoked turkey that we do. We do a smoked turkey breast, and man, it is really good. It stays nice and juicy. It only takes us about 4 hours to cook it. We cook it hot and fast, but it keeps it really juicy, and man, it is good. Next time you come, you got to try some turkey, all right?
Oh, yeah, that's the one I tried. It was really good.
Oh, you did? Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, and did you try everything? Did you get some pork ribs today?
Not pork ribs, but I did get the beef ribs and brisket.
Okay, maybe I'll send you home with some pork ribs. You can take them home and that can be your homework. Just eat some pork ribs, all right? Let's go up here. I'll show you a little bit more about our restaurant. So if you ever have a bunch of friends or family who want to celebrate a birthday or anything like that, we have a private dining room here. And this is private, so they can rent it out for an hour for the whole day. We have weddings in here sometimes, big birthday parties, but this is like our private event space. So if you have a bunch of friends and you just want to have the whole place to yourself, you can just rent it out, eat your barbecue up here, and not have to worry about dealing with everybody else. We have restrooms up here, big TV if you want to watch sporting events. This is the only TV in all of Terry Black's. Most of our restaurants don't have TVs in them because we want folks to eat their food and then get on their way. But this is the only spot that we have a TV. So if you ever want to watch a game, you can come up here. I'll let you in, all right? All right, we'll go in here. This is where we have a lot of our dry storage. And then we have, this is called an oiler. So this is a big rotisserie smoker and we can cook beef rib sausage on that. We only use that if we absolutely have to. I think the food comes better off the smokers, but on really busy weekends, we will use this to cook our beef ribs and our sausages. And then this is the trim room. So this is where we cut all the meat up. They already finished for today. We have this is filled with a whole bunch of frozen briskets. So we actually ship these out around the holidays. People in New York or California will order briskets from us. We'll pack them up, mail them out, and ship them a whole frozen brisket. So no matter where in the country you are, if you want a brisket from Terry Black's, we can make that happen. All right, cool. Just easy steps. It can get a little slippery in here, but this is where we cook everything. So Lorena is our kitchen lady. She made all of those sides you tasted from scratch this morning. She gets here at 7 o'clock every morning, makes all the sides, and man, they are good. So we put a lot of love into those sides. She makes the pecan pies by hand, everything. So at some places you go, the sides are kind of an afterthought. Here, we really want to take a lot of pride in it and make sure that everything that we serve is the best that we possibly can. So Lorena gets here every day, makes all the sides for the whole team. And then this is where we keep them all hot and ready. So we have a bunch of mac and cheese, peach cobbler, everything that you see on the line is kept hot in here. So whenever our line person's running low, they can run back here, grab some hot sides, and go straight back to the line. On a busy day, we'll serve almost 1,000 people in here. Wow. So we got to be ready to keep going and going and going. And Lorena does a really good job back here helping us out. She's been here for 3 years now?
Yeah.
Okay. She's one of our best kitchen ladies, and man, she does a great job with all of the sides. She's making mac and cheese right now.
Yes.
Did you get to try the mac and cheese?
That one's probably my favorite side.
Okay, cool. What else did you get to try?
I tried some coleslaw too. That was really good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the mac and cheese is my favorite too, man. I eat them almost every day. And then you already came to the block, but we'll go back here. Coming out. Whenever you go through doors, you always just gotta let people know you're coming through. And I know you met Linda Slore already. So this is the cutting block. The customers will come up. They can get one slice of brisket, one rib, one sausage link. We just slice it, weigh it, and then put it on their tray. Lets them get as much or as little barbecue as they want. So they can kind of customize their own plate. This is a brisket that she's bringing out right here. This is what Robert's cooking outside, but the finished product. So you can see how it got wrapped up. It actually finishes in that butcher paper, and it's a beautiful brisket.
Beautiful brisket.
This is what we would call the more lean side. That's the more fatty side, but the brisket is the chest muscle of the cow, or the pectoral muscle. So each cow has 2 briskets, and we cook about 300 a day. So that's about, what, 150 cows that we're going through on a daily basis?
A lot of folks like to refer to this as the flat and the point.
That's right.
Just some little lingo to learn when you order barbecue.
That's the proper way to say it in Lockhart, the point and the flat. And when they come in here, people will tell you exactly what they want, and they know. So if you're cutting the wrong thing, they'll tell you quick.
Lean and moist. And then we have those beautiful pork ribs.
Those smoke for about 7 hours. We use our spicy barbecue sauce and then a little simple syrup on there so you get some sweet and some heat. We'll make sure we send you home with some of those so you can try them out.
I like the color on them.
It's almost like a candy apple red. That's kind of what we want to go for. Those are probably the most challenging cooks that we do. All of our overnight guys do that, and it is not easy to pull them off right. But that is a great looking rack of ribs. And then the turkey. That's a staff favorite. We can't have red meat every day, so that's how we keep it lean when we're watching our figure. But that's only about a 4-hour smoke. So turkey's 4 hours, brisket's 12 hours, pork rib's about 7 hours. But all of them cooked right outside on those big old smokers you saw. And then all the sausage is what we make with the trim. So you can see how this brisket's nice and shaped. All the stuff they take off of it, we use to make the sausage. But we grind it up, make it here, and then we have brisket sausage basically for chow.
That's cool.
So we got the original and then a jalapeno cheddar version. And then last but not least, you already had one of these, but I'm gonna show you a full rack of them. These are an 8-hour smoke, and these are those short ribs that you already tried.
You just lost the bone there.
So good, the bone just came right out.
Typically 3 bones per rib there.
So like I said, if the cow was standing up, those would be the big ribs near the belly of the cow, but they call them short ribs, which is kind of goofy to me because they're not short at all. But they are delicious. They have nice marbling in there. And this is a favorite thing. People call them dino ribs. But man, that's probably the best thing on our menu, in my opinion. Cook is a lot of it. So we go low and slow with that heat. But then we tempt it probably about 195 degrees internally when we pull them off. And so you want to get just hot enough to render all those fats down, but not too hot that the meat starts to fall apart. So there's a sweet spot we try to hit there. And these look like they came out really, really nicely. When you're talking about marbling in a cow, whenever they butcher the cow, they grade it based on how much marbling is in there. And so there's different grades. There's prime, there's choice, but the cook is the most important part. Get that cooked nice to where it's tender. You can stick a probe through there and pull it out without any resistance. And these look like they came out really, really nice.
What's your favorite thing about working here?
You know, I love barbecue. I love getting to share our culture with people. I'm from Central Texas, and I grew up eating this way. I love when people come who have never had our barbecue before, and you can show them. You can get one slice of brisket, one rib, one sausage link. That's how I grew up eating, and I love sharing that with people. Like I told you, we have people from Australia come, people from all over the world, and this is unique to Texas, so I love sharing that with them. I like using the knife, cutting up their meat, making it look nice, and I always think that barbecue can be beautiful.
Yeah.
So I try to make my trays look really, really nice. We have a pretty small dining area. We seat about 80 people in here, but once they get their food, it's self-seating. So they can just grab a table. We have tea and soda over there. We have all the plates and utensils, and then all the sauce and napkins on the table. So we can serve a lot of guests with just a few employees. On days when we serve 1,000 guests, we'll probably have 8 or 9 employees. So there's only a few of us and a lot of them, but we can set it up to where it's easy for them to serve themselves and enjoy their barbecue. Once they get it from the counter, it's kind of, they're on their own. We'll have one guy go around busting tables, make sure everybody likes their food, but it's really a pretty laid back atmosphere in here. Not like when you go to other restaurants, you have a server waiting on you the whole time. No, you pay for it up here and you just get to enjoy yourself after that.